So hello, welcome to Stephen's Four Wheel. Today I'm going to do a little bit of an update video. I like to do a sort of monthly update video on all the cars, what's going on with them. There's been certain cars that I've not really been doing that much, and others that I've had problems with, and others I'm going to get issues sorted. So let's dive straight into it, and we'll start off with this one. Now, normally I don't have much to report on the B class. However, this month I came to go out the one day and the whole dashboard lit up. There was like pre-safe failure, ABS warning light, engine management light, traction control not working, the whole dashboard lit up like a Christmas trees. All those sort of lovely things that you don't want to see when you start up on a Saturday morning. You just want to quickly pop to the shops and get your weekly shop out of the way. So after 2 visits to the local garage, it ended up being 2 wheel sensors and also an ABS sensor as well. Now I find with the because I don't really have any problems with the sort of running gear or the mechanics, but I do have lots of problems with sensors. I've had one with a boost pressure sensor at the top of the engine that went the one time, the new one. Also the problem with the accelerator sensor, it sits at the top of the accelerator pedal. That actually didn't need replacing, but the connection when you plug it into the rest of the car had something in there, and it just basically brushed out with a hose out with the hairline, and it's a problem. So I've never problem with it since. So hopefully we've got our electronic issue with the B class out the way. Hopefully that's done. Hopefully we get some more useful service out of this car. It's only on 58,000 miles at the moment, so it's still got plenty of miles left in it. Even if it is going to be a 13-year-old car this year. So a little bit of drama with this car. I couldn't use the car for about 2 weeks. It kept throwing up problems and waiting to get booked in and all that. But anyway, it is back, it's working. I've done a few trips in it now, so I'm fully happy with this car. Again, I've given it a nice clean and go for the tyre shine, did all the inside, vacuum out the inside yesterday. So I actually gave it a little bit of love, which is quite nice. So it's quite nice, you actually can see it when it's not brown at the moment. It's actually its natural colour that it should be. So before we come on to the next car, which we'll talk about, which is the SL, I'd like to point out I've actually now got light in the barn, which I know this seems radical. If you're a first time viewer, you probably wonder what the hell I'm going on about. But we haven't actually had working lights in here for a long time. So electrician came in, changed all light fittings. The electrics were fine, the wiring was fine. So he did that. Wasn't too much a cost either, so that was quite good. And now actually you can come out here and do a little bit of filming. It's about 4 o'clock. You've just seen what it's like outside with the B class. So not too dark in here, but it's just nice to have a bit of extra light in here. It means I can come out here after sort of 4 o'clock in the winter and actually see what I'm doing. So let's move on with the SL. And again, this first of the cars, there's not really much to report. I've done a few bits and pieces. I still need to sort out the soft top cover. I still haven't done that. That's been a problem about 4 months now. It's one of them. I need sort of someone to come and help me lift this hard top. So I'm waiting to even my dad to come round or one of my friends. A friend's been out a couple of times. Every time we sort of are doing other stuff or we're going out somewhere else or doing something. So hasn't quite happened yet. That's my sort of number one priority. The rest of the jobs are all sort of very much things I can do over time. I want to do them over winter ideally, but we're still at the end of January, so still is winter for another couple of months really. The other reason I haven't done much with this car, as you will have seen, a couple of weeks ago I bought an Alfa in Mayo. Very different car, very much car. It's probably not going to be here forever and a day like this car. So I'm kind of thinking if I can get all work done on that in within a month, get that done, get that sorted, I can start enjoying that car and making a bit more content for the channel with that car, and actually I can focus a bit more on this car, which is the car. It's going to be here for a while, this car. It's not as I'm thinking of selling this car like the Alfa. So I'm sort of thinking this can sort of wait, this will be here still, and it's not going anywhere as such. So I've got enough time that I can sort out. And again, there's nothing really at the moment that's absolutely necessary, need to get sorted. I still haven't got a weird number plate on this car yet because the holder, I'm starting to find some screws that will fit the holder, which I haven't done yet. You think that'd be a simple job, but whenever I do number plates, it always seems to be a problem finding screws that fit the holes, believe it or not. So that's the only thing that's stopping me from using this car at the moment. But as I said, it's still winter, end of January, so it's not the best time to use this car. I'll still start this car up, and the SLK will come on to the minute. About once a week. After this SL has never ever had an issue starting. Every week I start it up, and every week it fires up instantly. So yeah, really good. So not much to report really on the SL, but hopefully there'll be some more content on this car coming up, which I know I keep saying, but I do genuinely mean it this time. So let's move on to the SLK. Pretty much the same story as the SL, bar the fact that this doesn't actually need any work doing to it. It's pretty much done, as I mentioned last year. I've pretty much done the whole project. Done little things like the wheels, done stereo, completed those little bits and pieces. So this car doesn't particularly need anything doing to it. But again, it's been January. The roads haven't been very nice. Lots of salt on them. Also a bit of snow and some old weather as well mixed in. So not really been doing anything with either of these cars. But at least this one I know is done, and it does have a weird number plate as you can see as well. So that's a bonus. So yes, I know I've already done the SL once already. I've done the update on that, but I wanted to change the angle because the other car I want to talk about isn't actually here. You may well have seen the video I bought an Alfa Brera quite cheap at auction recently. Now the plan is to do that car up, use it for a bit, and then probably sell that car on. I already have someone that's possibly interested in buying that car already, so just go show it's quite a popular car, that one. That is currently why I have some bodywork done. If you've seen the video now, I've mentioned about the sort of rust issues as many went the wheel arches. They have found a little bit more rust because, of course, they have, because that's always the way with older cars when you take it to a body shop. They will always find something else. I know it's true because they have been giving me updates and pictures and all evidence of what they've been doing, which is fantastic. Really impressed with the service I've been getting so far. I'm not. I shall withhold my full judgment because obviously the job isn't done yet. I haven't actually seen the car finished yet. So today they sent me pictures of it all in a proxy primer for the areas that they've dealt with all the worst, and obviously they can get on with the actual main coat and start putting some colour back onto the car. So I'm quite glad that I found this body shop. I'm looking for someone to do some work on the SLK potentially towards later on this year, maybe next year, because that car's already, the rear arch in that car already starting to bubble up again. So I want to keep that car looking tidy. So hopefully I found the body shop's quite reliable, but I'm going to hold my full judgment until the Alfa actually gets back here. So once the Alfa is back from the body shop, hoping the beginning of next week, I can then start on all the other niggly little things that I need to do, stuff like the one the rear bulbs is now to give the interior a good clean. I've already covered all these things anyway. I'm not going to go too much into that, but just try and get niggly little things done. And then it'll be ready to be used and enjoyed. So there's a few little plans I've got for that car, a few road trips that we're going for that car. I'm really looking forward to actually getting it out and about. And as I mentioned, once that car's done, it'll free up a bit more of my time. I can focus on getting the little bits and pieces on the SL sorted. So there we are. That's a quick little update on where we're at with all the cars. Plenty of content to give on the Alfa coming up. There'll be SL content coming up next month as well. So I'm really looking forward to actually getting stuck into a few more practical bits. And then hopefully when the weather warms up a little bit, I actually get out and about a bit more, do some road trips and take you guys along for the ride. So as I already mentioned, 2025 is going to be quite a big year. I really want to push the channel and push what I'm doing on the channel as well. So if you don't want to miss out on everything I've got coming in 2025, please do make sure you hit that subscribe button and you'll see the bell icon as well so you get notified when I've uploaded a new video, generally every Tuesday and Friday. So thank you for watching. It's going to be a good guy for me and 3 of my 4 cars, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.